It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Detroit Pistons. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. Irving, his first effort off the mark. To Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard slams it down.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
To Dinwiddie. Pass stolen by Detroit.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
To Jordan. Irving. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Jackson with it. Down by one. Griffin. Nice pass to set things up. Reggie Jackson missed his first. That one goes.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Nets have it. Durant. Won't go down. Nice pass to set things up.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
And the nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. 5-point game. You know Kyrie, zero hesitation. Buries it for three. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
The crossover, Gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Has a chance. Kennard shot off the mark. To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Kyrie with the rock. Reggie Jackson sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Durant to Dinwiddie. Won't go down.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Blake Griffin against KD. Knocked loose. Nets have it. Jordan goes to the right side. Durant. Oh, he missed his first 3 shots, but he gets that one to go down, and it's a 3.
Well, when you fall down, you always get back up. That's the mindset of good shooters.
Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Rose to Luke Kennard. And scores, plus the foul. Andre Drummond is going to the line where he's gotten better as a shooter and a chance at 3.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. Irving brings the ball up court. Andre Drummond pins it. Turnover gives them the possession. To Drummond. And now here comes Hackett Drummond. Intentional foul put on Andre to send him to the line.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Oops, he missed the first one. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Durant to Irving. Kyrie Irving. He's 3 for 7.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
To Griffin. Rose. Terrific vision. DeAndre Jordan. Huge block. That'll get out of bounds off of Irving. Kennard. To Drummond. DeAndre Jordan with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Griffin. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Quarter comes to an end. The Pistons have the lead. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Rose. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Irving. 4-3. He engulfed him that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 5. And the rebound taken by Zaza. Rose into the front court. He'll run the offense. Out of bounds, last touch by the Pistons. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
And the basket good at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Derrick Rose slams it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Rose. Slams it down. Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Durant to Irving. Pass stolen by Detroit. To Rose. Shot from the lane won't go. Durant with the basketball up top. Down 6. Going to launch beyond the arc. Cleans it up. Slams it home on the putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Rose, deep left corner. To Drummond. Rose. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. Like a smooth operator, Dwayne Casey will make some moves right now. Jackson with it. Leads 4. To Rose. Joe Harris sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Rose to Griffin. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons.
You gotta get up on that.
Irving. Here's a chance from long range. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
And finishes strong.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Blocked away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the mid. Oh! He sent that one to the third. Row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Time to shuffle things up. Irving. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Irving with the basketball. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Durant. And knocks it down.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. Irving. Reggie Jackson rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Irving. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Oh, you guarding me? Please give me the ball.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Irving buries it.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing now.
Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 3 for 6 now. Deep 3 at the buzzer. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. All even to the first half of play as we get rolling once again here in the third quarter. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. To Luke Kennard. Driving right to the basket. To Drummond. No good. Durant across the timeline. Tie game, third quarter. Shot won't go. To Jackson. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Jackson. And it's Jordan there to handle the rebound. Kyrie across the timeline. Our score all even in this third quarter. To Durant. For 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Irving. Trying to cash in. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Jackson. That no good. Off the mark. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Fires the three. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Griffin to Reggie Jackson. Here comes the screen. Down to Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 4 out of 7.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Irving to Durant. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. To Irving from long range. Off the mark. No good. To Luke Kennard. Fires the three. It's no good. Shots not going down. To Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Kevin Durant nails it from downtown.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Here's Irving into the front court. Up 6. To Durant. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the mark. The follow won't go either. Kevin Durant.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Lets it fly from long range. Misfires. It's no good. Irving into the front court. Up by 6. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
And now an out of bounds off the net. Pistons retain possession. Griffin. And he'll go to the foul line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Kyrie Thomas at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Into the front court, it's Irving. Lead stands at 7. The hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
To Griffin. Rocking the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Irving with the basketball. His team on top by 8. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Off the mark at the line. Rose into the front court. His guy's down 11. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Irving, they have to keep him in their grasp.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Oh, you can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To number 11, Kyrie Irving. That's his second personal foul.
First free throw is good.
For Brooklyn, number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie.
able to convert on both free throws. Brooklyn with the basketball. 4-3. Rebounds claimed by Detroit. To Luke Kennard. Griffin buries it on the catch and shoot. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That won't go. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter with the Nets in front. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Jackson with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
To Griffin. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Pistons ball here. And Jay, they call the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
The drive, right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Kyrie across the timeline. They lead it, 4-point game. And he knocks it down, Jay.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they build the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
To Durant. Here's a chance from long range. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Durant. Off the iron. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the Brooklyn Nets, number 31.
Goes to the right side. To Jackson. Drummond. Jackson. Not getting the bounce. Dinwiddie into the front court. His team on top by 13. Durant. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Reggie Jackson, now 3 for 9.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
For 3. Gets it at the top of the key. Kevin Durant lets it fly.
got this.
Won't go.
I got this.
And count the basket inside.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
Durant with the basketball up top. Up a dozen. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Oh, whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Fires the three, and he buries it.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
To Irving. Durant. Rebound pulled in by the Pistons. Passed it off. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Durant. Irving. That's how you defend. Griffin to Drummond. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive players. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw is good. It's a three-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. Derrick Rose slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Irving. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Another chance. Oh, and a putback.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Durant. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Luke Kennard slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Durant. Can't connect. Top of the key to Durant from long range. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch. But great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Pistons. That misses with 2 seconds to go. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Joining me tonight, the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, you continue to surprise me, my man. I didn't know you knew about the Queen City.
All I know is you're the king in that town in the Garden State.
Well, we're going to find out who the king is on the court this evening.
Walker to Jaylen Brown. To Hayward. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. To Paul George. Celtics able to clear the board. Into the front court, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Kawhi Leonard tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Williams. Nice pass to get things going.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. To Williams. And he finishes at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker to Cantor. Hayward. His first effort off the mark. Beverly into the front court. Leads 4. To Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. He was all over him. Cantor. The drive right to the basket. Drives, but his shot won't go down. George on the drive, but his shot misses.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Paul George to Leonard. It's George for 2. Around the perimeter to Leonard. George. Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Prob City.
Down low to Williams. Kemba Walker.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Leonard, deep left corner. To Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard for 2. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. To Marcus Smart. From long range, Brown with the 3 with a hand in his face.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Leonard. To Beverly. Leonard gets it in the left corner to Leonard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. And his Cantor sends it away. Boston with the basketball. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Right back to you. Good shot, good shot.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Lays it up and in.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
LA Clippers with the basketball to George. Leonard. Paul George to Leonard. Has a chance. Shot for Leonard. No good. To Marcus Smart. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Short jumper off the mark. To Marcus Smart. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Cash is in for 2.
The assist from number 27.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time. So count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Has a look. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. To Jaylen Brown. Fires the three. They dared him, and he burns them.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
George to Beverly. Lets it fly from long range. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Trying to cash in. He connects. The defender was in the vicinity. Let it fly, and it goes.
I love when bad shooters make shots. They run down the court saying, I should get the ball more. And that's when you say, no, you're open for a reason.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Beverly into the front court. Now down 6. Shot from in close, no good. Cleans the offensive glass. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Beverly to Leonard. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Visit our team website for details.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Clippers have the basketball.
I got ball.
And look out.
When the ball was in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Surveys the floor. Walker with the basketball. Up 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Hayward to Marcus Smart. Even to Zubats. Able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
George. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Cantor to Marcus Smart. For 3. And it's Beverly there to grab the rebound. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Subbing in for LA.
It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly to Leonard. Beverly. Celtics come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Slam dunk. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Kawhi Leonard. Now 3 for 9.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Second personal foul. The Clippers are now in the penalty.
Walker. Second effort. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jason Tatum. Oh, whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. Boston Celtics are in the penalty.
Can't connect on the first free throw. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Good look that time, but off the mark. Nothing going here on that drive. Williams. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Good shot.
Leonard lets it fly from beyond the arc.
To number 0, Jason Tatum. That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
JaMychal Green is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 76% from the line. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. And he hits all 3 free throws. To Walker. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses. It's the Clippers with the possession now. split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Kawhi Leonard, 4 out of 10.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Deep three at the buzzer. First half comes to an end with the Celtics in front. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. And too much contact.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the bucket for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. To Paul George. Leonard to George. LA with 4 to shoot. George. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
To Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Williams to Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Williams across the timeline. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Rises for the slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Has a chance. Canner with a shot that won't fall. To Williams. Short jumper misses. Baseline drive. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Hayward. And it's Zubats with the rebound. To Leonard. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Paul George with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Almost unlucky bounce to George. Leonard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
Leonard to Paul George. Big finish at the rim.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Stepping in for Boston, number 37, Jimmy Ojale.
Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Cantor. And it's Cantor. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Ah, rocking the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Walker. To Cantor. And scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Down for Harkless. And the reward, he's going to the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line.
Oh, yeah, get your money, man.
Gets it in the left corner. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Williams. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Tatum. No good. That's great defense. LA Clippers with the basketball. Williams. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's the end of the quarter. The Celtics have the lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth quarter. And you have to figure they like this spot they're in. Entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more important.
Deep left corner. Oh, they call him for the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Has a look. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Leonard. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
To Harkless. Runner's good there.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Harkless to George. Short jumper off the mark. the painted area, won't go down. To Paul George. Harkless. Missed it. How'd that not go down? To George. Here's a chance from long range, and Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Shot by Hayward, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
And finishes strong.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Leonard to Williams. And the basket good at the rim.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Jaylen Brown, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 65% free throw shooter. Oops, he missed the first one. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip.
And number 0, Jason Tatum.
Clippers have the basketball. Flushes it home. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Walker into the front court. His guys now down by a point. To Jaylen Brown. Even to Zubats. Huge block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Paul George swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys down 3. Cantor. Tatum. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Kawhi Leonard snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Marcus Smart. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Whoa, what a finish.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds. Timeout, Boston. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Walker. To Hayward. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, Gordon Hayward. Tough make there. Can't really fault the defender.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win a close one by 2. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. One game for the right to go to the NBA Finals. It is Game 7, and it's the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. We are at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the LA Lakers taking on the Houston Rockets. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Lakers coming in. They have the home court here, always crucial in a Game 7, with the winner moving on to the NBA Finals.
Now look, I think both teams are worthy of going to the NBA Finals. But the reality is that only one team will prevail this evening. And the way this series has gone so far, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way down to the final shot.
Here comes the screen. Harden. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
LeBron into the front court. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. 4-3. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there, 4-3. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Houston with the basketball. Harden in a matchup with Boogie. Shot from the lane won't go. To Davis. Flushes it home.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Harden in possession. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. James Harden, 2 for 3 now here in the first. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Fires the 3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Gordon with it. Lead is 2. And finishes strong.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. James. Kyle Kuzma. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
To Harden. James Harden looking good. 4 for 5.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
James into the front court. They're down 3. To Davis. Danny Green. Harden's on him. Kuzma. The drive right to the basket. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Misses the first. Missed the second as well. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Harden in possession. He'll run the offense. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Count it, and the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Austin Rivers to Harden. Kicks it around the perimeter. From long range, if he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide-open 3.
JaVale McGee lobs it up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Harden into the front court. Down just a couple. To Rivers. Harden gets it in the left corner. Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
And finishes strong. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Rockets have the ball. LeBron with it up top. Leads 4. Runner here won't go down. James had made his first couple, but he misses there. Big finish at the rim.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Harden with the basketball. Now down 6. Knocked loose. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Knocks it down. Off the step back. One quarter down in this deciding Game 7. Jay and I are back after this. It's the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. Second quarter set to begin. Some impressive shooting numbers. Jay, is that good offense, or is it, dare we say, bad defense?
Well, the offense is hitting on all cylinders. Great ball movement, great shooting, great passing. But my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
JaVale McGee to James. Here's a chance from long range. Missed it.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Harden to Gerald Green. James clears the rebound. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Harden to Fareed. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Bradley. And scores on a nifty dance to the basket.
It's not a travel, Ed. You're allowed 2 steps after you pick up the ball. Now, these steps may be more east and west instead of north and south, but this is the new game that these young kids are playing.
Jay, they're so athletic. I would imagine it varies from official to official.
Or it varies from great player to great player.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Iman Shumpert trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. LBJ with it. Oh, big finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
No good. Kuzma to James. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. He's struggled so far. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Houston takes over. Russell Westbrook against Cousins. To Gerald Green. Knocks it down from mid-range. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Driving is Green, but he can't finish.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Here comes the screen. Westbrook. To Gerald Green. Fires the 3. Tough shot for Gerald Green. Off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Westbrook into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. Bradley. LeBron guarded by Russell Westbrook. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. Capella sizing up Cousins. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Cleans it up. Anthony Davis sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Westbrook with the basketball. Margins 8. To Harden. Westbrook to Capella. And the Lakers with the rebound. Harden with it up top. Under a minute to go before halftime. Deep left corner. Westbrook to Harden. For 3. Second effort. And a putback slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Harden in possession. Down 8. Down low for Aldridge. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Westbrook to Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc with James Harden. Muscle memory. Gets it to go.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
To Bradley. Clint Capella swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Davis. To Cousins. Deep 2 there, won't go. Anthony Davis, huge block. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Lakers have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Rockets have kept it close after one half. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Steals.
The story of this game so far has been the lack of ball security. Neither team can hold on to the ball, and unfortunately, it made the first half kind of tough to watch.
Player of the half.
LeBron James put together a highlight reel of dunks in the first half. At this point, the defense is trying to avoid showing up in any posters. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. LBJ. Russell Westbrook powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
LeBron James matched up with Harden. To Bradley. Lets it fly from long range, cleaning the offensive glass. DeMarcus Cousins. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense. LeBron into the front court. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. Anthony Davis defended by Eric Gordon. Here comes the screen. Bradley to James. Good. Off a spin.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Harden in possession. The deficit is 6. Westbrook to Harden. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Can't connect from in close. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Westbrook gets it in the left corner. Harden. It's no good. Shots not going down.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Russell Westbrook steps into it. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Davis. James. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. Time to shuffle things up. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. And now Houston has the basketball to Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Now 4 for 9.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Time for some new personnel into the game. Tucker. To James. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Westbrook into the front court. Now down 6. Trying to cash in. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Bradley to Davis. Bradley to Cousins. Clint Capella tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Bradley's shot no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Gerald Green to Westbrook. Beyond the arc for 3, and he can't get it to go down. It's got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation to Gerald Green. For 3. Smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Fareed has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
A pass taken away by the Rockets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Danny Green to Bradley. Down for McGee. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Gordon with it. Shot clock off as they search for something to narrow the deficit. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Now a steal as the Rockets have it. That'll do it. 3rd quarter complete. The Lakers have the lead. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the 4th quarter. We've got a 1-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Westbrook. From the outside, no good. Bradley to Davis. The screen sets him up for 2.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Westbrook across the timeline. His guy's down 3. Knocks it down from mid-range. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
LBJ has it. They'll get it down to Davis. Anthony Davis. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for it.
He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Cousins matched up with Capella to Davis. Danny Green to Davis. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
And I've been seeing a lot of barking back and forth between the players and the fans. I actually like that. I think that gets the players more engaged in the game, in particular sometimes when the game... Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. James hits the three-pointer.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Russ at the controls. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
James, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Westbrook with it. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. To Capella. 5 to shoot. Harden. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Gordon with it. His group now down 2. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Cousins. Offensive board. Davis to Bradley. Kuzma to James. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
LeBron James. He's got 2 shots coming. His percentage right now, 57%. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. It's Rockets ball. Harden. Got it.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Westbrook to Fareed. Nice pass to set things up.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
And he'll go to the foul line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. Oops, he missed the first one. He missed a pair of free throws. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Now it's Harden at the controls. Gordon against Cousins. Trying to cash in. Gordon shot, no good. Now the stoppage and an intentional foul means free throws coming with a little over 30 seconds to go.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Westbrook into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Now we get a whistle. They'll wrap him up with the intentional foul and a little over 20 seconds left to play. LeBron James, couple of free throws on the way. He's shooting 54% so far. And he makes them both. Now the Rockets will use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Harden. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. He throws it down.
Used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Off the mark. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory. They are champions of the Western Conference. They're on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers will represent the West in the NBA Finals after today's landmark victory. After a season of adversity, it all comes down to one last playoff series, and I just know it's going to be incredible. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Rockets were eliminated from the playoffs today, and I'm sure there are no words that can make them feel better right now. Making the playoffs can be considered a success, but that's probably not what they want to hear right now. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
The chosen one seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.